Some of my symptoms was the sensitivity in my legs that were uncomfortable sensitivity, and coldness of the feet,
Okay.
and constantly tingling, needling type feeling. So I wanted to see if, the service would do anything about it.
Okay. And what did you do prior to coming to us? What doctors did you see, or did you try to go for care somewhere else?
Well, actually, no, I hadn't really even sought any care.
Okay.
Initially. Was just thinking it was a part of getting a little older. That's just, people always tell you when you start having aches and pains, well, it's a part of getting older.
Sure. Okay. And then what positive results have you noticed since you've been coming to us? Main positive results.
The main thing that I noticed was the lack of sensitivity that was uncomfortable. I felt the feeling, because you want to feel feeling, but it wasn't uncomfortable. When I would wash my legs or put lotion on my legs, it was not the soreness and the uncomfortableness and the sensitivity in that way. The main thing that I noticed by accident is that I was not wearing socks. I didn't wear socks one day, and once I realized that toward the end of the day that I did not have my socks on, I mentioned to my wife, and she said, "Yeah, I noticed you didn't have your socks on." So I thought that, and this was after my second treatment. So I just started trying to say, okay, I'm gonna put my socks on like routine, and I noticed every single day I was not needing my socks on.
Okay, so you wore your socks because you were getting a sensation of cold.
It was always cold.
Always cold.
Yes,
okay.
Always cold.
Always cold.
But after my second treatment, I accidentally didn't put my socks on because the coldness is always the first thing caused me to do it.
Right.
So
wow. So you got feeling and blood circulation back in there
right.
after 2 visits.
After 2 visits.
Wow.
I noticed a change.
That's great.
So then we just said, you know what? I'm not going to put socks on. Let's try it for the whole week. It was no up and down. It was just straight. I didn't need the socks on. I went to do the yard one day. I put socks on because I wanted to protect it. I got back from in the house, and when I got ready to do what I normally do, just start walking around, my feet were so warm because the socks were too hot. So I immediately took the shoes off, took the socks off, and threw them on.
Which never happens.
Never happened because I always
You're even in slides right now.
Right. I never wear slides. This is another thing. I never wear slides. I never wear sandals
or open toe shoes because your feet are always cold.
Because my feet were always cold, even in the winter or summer. It didn't make a difference. Right. So that was exciting to me.
That's great, and it should be. Yeah. So and then we already just said, how soon into your therapy did you start noticing those results? So you started noticing
by my second therapy, I noticed it.
That's great. And then would you recommend our clinic?
Absolutely. I've been telling people that I run across that just accidentally talk about their symptoms or whatever, and I just tell them, I said, man, I'm gonna tell you, if you're a skeptic, just give it a couple of visits. If you don't do nothing but try a couple of visits, and I guarantee you'll probably notice a difference in whatever you were experiencing.